Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another anime figure opening video today. I'm really sorry we haven't had a video for the past couple of weeks. I've had a bit of a cold and it's really run me down. But I'm much better now, so we can finally get back to opening some anime figures. So I thought today, why not kick things off by opening up the brand new Rem Oni Tenshi figure that literally just came out today. So let's open her up and take a look. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another anime figure opening video today. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to be opening up the brand new Rem Oni Tenshi figure that literally just came out today. According to my watch, if you can see, it says it's Friday, January 25th. Oh god, I've done a lot of walking today. But yeah, this has just been released out in Japan, so I'm very excited to open her up. But as always, we have to have a quick look at the box, so let's not waste time and get straight to it. So, as you can see, Rem basically takes up the whole of the front of the box, which is pretty because at least we can have a look then and see what she looks like, especially around her face. We can also see that she's wearing a white dress, she's got one hand sticking out over here, and yes, Rem Oni Tenshi. Oni in Japanese means demon, and Tenshi means angel, so, well, I don't know what to make of this. Angel demon? The devil? Anyway, Rem Oni Tenshi. And as you can also see, this is a limited premium figure. So, as always, I'm always excited to open them up and see if they really do match this criteria. On the side, we have one of her wings. So as you can see very nicely, this wing connects all the way around on this side of the box. And we also have a nice silhouette of Rem here. So this should be what the figure looks like. We also have only Rem Tenshi there. Maybe that Rem should be above. It's a bit bad positioning, I feel. Our logo again. On the other side, we have a full view of the figure. It's interesting because this figure looks absolutely tiny from here. Look at the side of the box. And then on the back, again, we have all of our Japanese information. And also some instructions on how to insert her wings into her back, which looks like it's going to be fun to do. But on the box alone, also you can see, there she is at the top. And then there's some tape at the bottom. But something I want to point out, well, two things actually. Number one is this tape. I mean, what is with this orangey yellow colour? It's all over this figure. It's kind of gross, actually. And for a figure that's just been released, what? I don't know why I'm focusing so much on the tape, but it's kind of annoyed me. And then secondly, on this side, we also have our official Karoko sticker. But this time, it's not shiny. There's no kind of flashy, sparkly kind of bit to it. It's just plain white and blue. I don't know if this is a new style, or I don't know if this is how it's meant to be. I mean, at first I thought it might have been a knockoff, but this came out today, and I want it in the game center, so I highly doubt it. But anyway, I keep going on about these kinds of things, I really should stop. So, let's not waste time, and let's get into opening her up. Okay, so, time to open it up, and time to have a look inside. Trying to get rid of some of this awful yellow tape that we got on the side here. Bloody horrible stuff. And of course we got the big bit here, which we can cut through there. Okay, so let's open it up and take a look. Ooh, she comes in a nice plastic casing. Excellent. I do love it when this happens. Ooh, here we go, here we go. Oh, you look very pretty. Oh, look at that. Oh, hello, good looking. Okay, so this is looking lovely. We should really try and unpackage some of these pieces. So bear with me 1 second while I take everything out. Okay, so let's kick things off by taking a look at the stand. Okay, so there we go, that is the stand, and the stand is very appealing. I love this checkered pattern that they've got that goes all around it. And it's also got this kind of doily pattern that we've seen on a few of these figures before. Very nice, very pretty. We can also see 3 holes where her feet are going to rest, so this must be one foot, and I'm assuming this is the other. Haven't looked at the figure yet, so let's just make sure that we all understand. I haven't checked it yet. On the back, there is a little bit of information. There's some Japanese, the company. There's also Kadokawa, ReZero, Sega. It was made in China. And the figure stand itself is pretty thick. I'd say it's probably about 8mm, almost a centimeter. I haven't got a ruler yet. I do want to get rulers so that we can start to measure some of these pieces and give you a little bit more detail. But for now, just take my word for it. It's about, what, a centimeter in depth. But very, very pretty. Not much to talk about, but very, very appealing. Okay, stand. Okay, and into the main event, the Rem figure herself. Now, straight off, I just want to say that this figure is not of the best quality. It looks like it's been quite cheaply made in certain areas, and I will come back to those later. Also, there's the space for her wings. We'll put those in once we've gone through all the different bits, just so you can see with and without. But yeah, there's a few points that I will explain that just disappoint me straight off just by having a quick glance at this figure. But she is, of course, dazzling. She looks stunning, of course. When doesn't Rem look beautiful? Okay, so let's start off by taking a look at her face. So as you can see, her face is very, very pretty as always. When does Rem not have a beautiful face? And her eyes are this dazzling blue color. They're so vibrant and they're very, very pretty. I mean, these are much, much nicer than some of the eyes we've had on some of the other figures. Her nose sticks out, of course, and her mouth is open with a bit of an indent there. But something that's very, very disappointing is that this figure's skin looks greasy. It looks very, very shiny. And that's not because my fingers are greasy. I have cleaned them, I promise. But it does give a very, very greasy look to the face, so it's kind of disappointing. Also, as you can see, her hair is solid at the top and it goes a bit more kind of translucent at the bottom here. We've had this misty effect before on some of the other Rem figures, like the EXQ figure we opened before. But this one also has a similar kind of style. You can also see on her head she has a headband which is white and a creamy yellow colour. She also has this ribbon on the side in the shape of a flower with 2 tassels coming off. She also has this strap holding her fringe out of the way so she can see. But first annoyance is with her hair here. You can see where they've tried to mould it together and put it together that this part must have been separate at first. I guess that's how they put the pieces together. Oh, that's very, very flimsy there. But this piece of hair, I suppose, goes into this slot here. And it's also the same for this part over here, if the camera will focus. So it's kind of upsetting, really. But at a distance, it's not noticeable. So it's not overly bad, although you can see it even from here. Oh, that's upsetting. I was excited for this figure. Anyway. Beautiful face, nice hair, 1 or 2 little qualms, but not too bad. But anyway, moving from her head down her body, you can see that she's wearing on her neck this kind of lace tie. A lot of Japanese girls wear this kind of tie at the moment, and I guess it's fashionable. So I guess that Rem also has it too? Well, I don't know. But she is wearing a beautiful, beautiful white dress. And one of the most stunning parts of this dress is that it has this lovely, rugged kind of raggedy feel around it, and it's so rough. I hope that kind of brings up... You can see the little scratches there. It's so rough, but it's so nicely textured, and it's very, very pretty. They've also got a few indents here, so you get a nice shadow effect from different angles. And again, it's all nicely layered. There's only 1 layer here, so there's no secondary pair underneath. But overall, I guess this part of the dress is very, very nice, or very, very pretty. Her bust sticks out a fair bit. I mean, what do you expect with Rem? She's not like her sister. But the strap around here is also quite ruggedy too. Actually, that's quite sharp. So yeah, it's got a nice kind of little pattern to it. Her arms are there, of course, on both sides. This one comes down like this. She's got a little ribbon on one hand. Her fingers are nicely detailed there with a few nails. That's pretty cool. And then on this arm here, her arm is sticking out like she is beckoning to someone, with her palm kind of sticking out a bit here. Apologies, my camera's not focusing very well at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty nice. But again, it has that kind of shiny colour, that shiny pattern to it, or shiny texture, I should say. So it's a little bit disappointing. But yeah, nice dress, nice arms, nice everything, I guess. However, something that's not obvious, but you can see it if you look carefully, you can see again where they have formed this dress, and hopefully the camera will pick up, but there's this kind of line here. Like this part of the dress was added separately. It wasn't formed or molded as one piece. And it's exactly the same over here. There's also this kind of black strap. It's not the worst thing in the world, and I did have to take a few looks to see it there. I mean, it's a bit like the strap or the line that comes down here. But when you actually do see it, it is kind of disappointing. I'll just say it's the seams of the dress. Yeah, I'll get away with it that way. Okay, so we've had a quick look at the dress, her head, her arms. Let's have a look at her legs. Her legs are very, very long, and they feel really, really wonky. Like she's got some kind of misplaced joint here. It seems to be sticking out a little bit. And then on this leg, it's a little bit better. At least her leg folds in the right place where her knee is. So that's not too bad. Yeah, she doesn't have a second layer underneath, so we're not going to go looking at her pants. But I will show you her feet. And yeah, okay, very nice. The feet are very nicely detailed on both accounts. There's nails and all of the toes have been molded separately. There is this beautiful little ribbon here on this foot too. But something that really upset me when I first looked at this figure, you can see there has been a joining problem. The foot is barely even attached to the figure. There's this massive gap in between the foot and the leg. And it's really, really obvious. It stands out so much. And to top it off, I thought that was bad. Underneath, there's this horrible, dirty black mark. I don't know if that's paint or dirt or whatever. Yeah, I don't want to go too near it. And for something that's very, very nicely detailed at this part, and this is added to make it look even nicer, it's a massive disappointment to see that massive little slit there at the back. Oh dear. Well, I guess you're not really a limited premium figure. Well, maybe you are limited. Maybe they'll realise how bad quality you are and stop selling you. Ha ha! But the last little bit on her feet here are these clear stands. You can see that they are kind of semi-see-through on both points. They've got the hole, the point that goes into the holes on the stand down here. And something interesting is that they are elevated. So when it's in the figure, which we will see in a second once we get it onto the stand, the feet won't touch the ground. And I guess she is an angel, so she should be floating. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. We'll see it again in a second, so yeah, we'll get to that. Well, I guess we'll get to that now. 1 second. Okay, there you go. There she is with her stand. Yeah, the stand's pretty nice, and you can see where she's supposed to be levitating here, which is pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't look great. It just looks like she's wearing very high kind of platforms, but it does give you a kind of floaty effect from a distance, which is nice. But anyway, there you have it. There she is on her stand. Now, there is one key part we are missing, and that is her wings. So I'm going to try and put them in. I hope that they fit. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, and there we have it. There is Rem with her wings. And it's really interesting because these wings make a very, very cheap figure look much, much better. That must have been their way around trying to avoid people noticing these little problems, like on the head, the foot, and so on. But these are really, really pretty. I'm really impressed with these. They've got these lovely kind of matte finish on the back, and these lovely little layers for all the different feathers that go all the way around. I'll give you a bit more of a closer look there. These connect very nicely into the back, so it doesn't leave any gaps in between the wing and the body. That is also the same over here, very nice. There's a tiny little gap there, but not too much. And then the same on this side. We have these feathers sticking out, and they just look very, very pretty. On the inside, it has a bit more of a glossy look to it. We'll turn it upside down so we can maybe see it a little bit better. And then also on this side too, it's the same. It's got this kind of glossy feel to it. But these are pretty cool. Wow, this looks really strange. She's upside down. But yeah, there you have it. But one of the best parts of this is that these were not difficult to put in. Sometimes these figures have extras that you try to put in and you spend 10 minutes trying to get them in before you can do anything with them. So yeah, simple in, and they don't really come out, so that's pretty cool. But there you have it. That is our Rem Oni Tenshi figure. There's a few problems, but she is absolutely beautiful. So she's going to have a nice place on our shelf when we put her over there. But first, as always, let's give you guys a few pretty shots of this figure. So let's take a look. Okay, let's go find some space for you on the shelf. So, that is the Rem Oni Tenshi figure. She's very, very pretty. It's just a shame that some parts of her are not so well detailed. As we saw down here, her foot. We also have her hair up here. But, as her name implies, she is very, very angelic. So, very, very pretty Rem figure. At a distance, she fits very nicely with some of the other Rem and Ram figures we have. Yeah, these two over here, we haven't reviewed them yet. I lost some footage for this one, so I had to re-record just a small review for her. But these will be released in the coming weeks, so look forward to them. But anyway, there you have it. That is the Oni Tenshi Rem figure from 2019. So, thanks again for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. If there's any figures you want to see in the future, please leave a comment below and I will see if I can get hold of them at some point. So, thanks again, and I will see you in another anime figure opening video coming very, very soon. Okay, bye! Hey everyone, thanks for checking out today's anime figure opening video. I hope you enjoyed it. We have a lot more anime figure opening videos that you can check out over here. We've also got some more anime figure opening videos coming to you very, very soon, so make sure you come back to check those out, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss an anime figure opening video. Thanks for watching.